Hello everyone. Today's session is how to crack a product company, and I have a special guest with me, my student Arjun Suvarna. Hello Arjun.
Hi ma'am.
Arjun is a final year student from the computer science, and he has cracked a very good product company with a very high package. So let's ask Arjun how he has done it. So Arjun, first of all, what were the rounds and how tough were they?
Yeah, so I had an aptitude round, a technical round, a coding round, which was the written test in the PC, and then there was two technical face-to-face interviews, a round with the VP of technology over there, and the HR round.
All right. So how were the rounds? What was asked in the aptitude and the technical?
So the aptitude round was the general questions that are asked aptitude, blood relations, work time, and all these, and they are divided according to maybe two questions from each topic and so on. Technical will be a C program will be given to you. It will not be a simple straightforward C program. It will be a little confusing, and you have to find out what the output is. This is the general technical question. There also will be questions about how much, what can you do with a particular language, what you cannot do, etc. So that is the technical round. Coding round, you can pick out which language you want, and you will have to solve a problem using that language. And there will be an online compiler which will compile your code, and it will show you if you've passed all the test cases or not. And once you've passed all the test cases, you can submit the entire test.
So when you're talking about all these rounds, how did you prepare, especially for your coding and your technical?
Right. So technical, you will have to be very good in C, because generally these code block questions come from the C programming language. So if you're good in C, you will be able to figure out what exactly is happening, and you'll be able to spot out what the output will be. For coding, you'll just have to practice your coding skills. You'll have to practice in some platform, online platform or something. They'll have a couple of problems which will be given. You'll have to practice on those problems, and most likely these similar problem will come in your actual test also, because they'll pick out from the same pool of problems.
Arjun, I just want to ask you, so there's a lot of confusion. How many languages? Because everyone's talking about C, C++, Java and Python and so many other things. So for a fresher, for a student, it becomes a little difficult. So what would you suggest, if they have to crack a coding paper in a code company, what should they do?
They should definitely know in C and C++, because if you like, the trending languages today are Python and all these things, but Python at the end of the day runs over C. So if you know what is happening under the hood, you will obviously know what is happening above as well. So definitely know C. Then if you want, you can pick out another language like Python, etc. for you to do your projects and all. But C is definitely the programming language that will help you crack the companies, because in the companies generally they will ask you to, especially in face-to-face interviews, it will not be language dependent. It will be a pseudo code that you've tried, and C is the best way to go about that.
Oh, that really helps,
Yeah.
because this makes things much more clearer for a student. And I also want to know, how did you start? When did you start preparing actually for this, and what tools and what books or online sites did you refer to?
Right. The most important thing is your second year subjects. So you have two subjects in your second year. That is, in your third semester you will have data structures, and in your fourth semester you will have algorithms. These are very important subjects. Unfortunately, in our syllabus it is cut short. The entire prescribed textbook is not covered. You are cut short somewhere around trees or something for data structure. The students will have to take their own interest and continue for binary search trees and heaps and these other advanced data structures. Especially binary search trees and heaps are very important for technical interviews. They expect the candidate to know this. And in terms of algorithms, you'll have to understand what time complexity is, what space complexity is, how you can optimize your algorithms. So they can refer their own textbooks, the prescribed textbooks, to understand this. But also there is a lot of resources on YouTube and other resources online.
Anything specific that you would recommend?
Yeah, binary search tree and heaps. These are very common questions, and it's unfortunate it's not covered in our syllabus, but it is very common question that is asked in technical interviews.
All right. And you've been very active in the SOS and Google community. You've been part of it. Could you specify that, and how did it help you anywhere?
Yeah, so I was the lead for Google Developer Student Club, and I was also the chairperson for Sahyadri Open Source Community. So we used to teach a lot of people newer technologies and also basics of computing and all these. And it helps you in your communication first of all, and also it helps you in your technical skills, because to teach someone you'll have to know your subject perfectly. So you first, before giving a workshop, I would always go on and read perfectly, and I would think of the kind of questions that would arise from the candidates. So I would think in that way, and that made me very thorough in what I was understanding and learning.
All right. I think there's some celebration going on and they're bursting some balloons. So bear with us. And the last thing that I want to ask you is any message that you want to give your juniors and the viewers who are watching this?
Yeah, so don't leave your interview preparations for the last minute, because you will not be able to cover 4 years of worth of knowledge in a couple of days. So start from where when you're learning your subjects like data structures and algorithms, understand properly what it is, and also then do a little bit of more research on your own, understand a little more on your own, and then keep in touch, do some coding problems all the time. And before your interviews, just brush up, because there's no way you're going to learn something new in a couple of days. So just brush up, and also your projects, keep in touch with them. Don't forget what you've done in your projects. So that should be enough for you to crack any interview.
Okay, coming to projects, how many projects did you do?
I've done 5 projects.
Oh, that's actually pretty quite a lot. Does an average student actually have to do that much?
Not necessarily. It's something. Some of the projects I've done out of pure interest. I've not seen interviews as a end goal for that.
True.
But if you're doing, then two to three should be enough, because generally in the interviews they'll just pick out one from your resume and ask you about it. They will not ask you all 5 projects.
All right. So thank you, Arjun. Thank you very much. And viewers, I hope this was useful. And if you find this helpful, please subscribe. And if you have any suggestions or anything that you want to share, please mention in the comment section. Till we meet again, it's bye.